It's Brittany, bitch. And I am back.
When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gets out of warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time. By the time I grab my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by. It's alright, cause I'm saved by the bell.
Hello and welcome to Saved by the Bell. Boxing neither right, neither left, neither orthodox, neither southboard, straight down the pipe. Well, we are live from the van. Well, not actually live, but a pre-recorded video from the van. Videos have been short because, to be honest, I've been working like a lunatic. I'm still running around. Today's my day off. But anyway, let's get straight to the point. It's the first day of December. Merry Christmas. If you get the reference, put it in the comment below. Anyway, so it's fight week. We're talking about Joshua Ruiz 2, or Ruiz Joshua 2, however you want to say it. Now, this fight, I'm looking forward to. I never really recently, in the recent past, ever really looked forward to Joshua fights. I found the opponents, not so great. I didn't really buy into the hype. I'm not a Joshua hater, FYI, but I just never really kind of bought into all the hype of what Matchroom were doing and how, it's dominated. And recently, over the past 8 months or to a year, the kind of the landscape of the heavyweight division has dramatically changed with Tyson Fury coming back. Deontay Wilder, I didn't do a video about that, but I'll say that quickly, that Deontay Wilder, oh my God, he's not a great boxer, he isn't. But geez, as we all know now, the man has got power in that right hand. He's got power in that right hand, and he uses it very cleverly. He kind of disguises it. Like Teddy Atlas says, he disguises it. Like, you see there, you can't see my hand, and then ping, the right hand comes over. Fantastic, and definitely, any fighter that fights him, and I guess we've kind of always known it, but it really reaffirmed it to me at the weekend that Ortiz was dominating a fight, and then literally got so confident and then got sparked. One moment, and it shows you've got to have concentration all the way through. So it kind of even makes what Tyson Fury did even more fantastic, in the sense that he got up from one of those punches. Maybe he didn't get hit as clean as Ortiz, but you could see after Ortiz he was knocked down, he was dazed. But then at the end you saw him like smacking the ropes because he was pissed off, because he knew that one lapse of concentration cost him that world title. So it's really changing now. And then with Anthony Ruiz fighting Joshua the first time now, everyone expected Joshua to wipe out Andy Ruiz. No one was really that excited. People weren't giving Ruiz a chance, me included. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about aesthetically how he looks. He doesn't look like a great fighter. He doesn't look like the Adonis, which is Anthony Joshua. And it was not really nothing, that we were really looking forward to. We thought it's a debut in America, it's 3 rounds, bish, bash, bosh, and it's done. And then he did the unthinkable. He knocked out the Adonis, knocked out the monster that is Anthony Joshua, and wow, did it in emphatic style. And kudos to him, because I always thought that Ruiz was a good fighter, but I never thought he was an elite fighter. I thought he was around that late top 10 sort of place. But it turns out Geezer's pretty good. He's pretty good. I mean, he's great for a boxer, and he must be very difficult for a lot of the heavyweight boxers nowadays, because they're so tall. And Ruiz is small, he's compact, he's got these short little arms, he's got quick hands, as we know, and he did a fantastic job that night, and really wanted to win it. Now, the rematch. This is the start of fight week. Everyone's getting really excited, but you know what? It's kind of like this rematch, it's, some might say it's the biggest fight of the year, some might disagree, obviously, but in many ways it is the biggest fight of the year, because it's got every element to a great fight. The comeback, the former champion coming back, looking for redemption. Does he really want it? Is he really motivated for it? And then you got Ruiz, who says he doesn't want to be a 15-minute champion, as we've seen many heavyweight champions over time that have held on to the belt maybe 1 or 2 fights and then they've lost it, especially in a rematch. So how hard has he trained? He's got lots of money. We've seen on his Instagram of his Rolls Royces and his big new house, and has that affected him? And you look at the gloves are off with Joshua and Ruiz. He's still very cool. He's still very humble. But there, you saw in Ruiz's eyes, there's like a little bit of, I don't know, confidence. There's a little. I mean, I'm sure he was confident before, but now there's an air of, I'm the champion. I can do this again. I beat you. I knocked you out. Without the arrogance. Confidence without the arrogance. That's what I'd say. And then there's Joshua, who you can see, from what I saw in the gloves are off, there's a burning intensity inside. He's still not coming out gobbing, but you can see it grates him. It grates him, which is a good thing for him, because that means hopefully he's going to come out, and he's going to come out sharp, and he's going to come out boxing, and he's going to come out to do the business with intent. What he did say, which was very interesting, the gloves are off, is that he went for it too early. So in his mind, he's kind of like, well, it weren't you who beat me, Anthony Ruiz Jr., it was me who beat me. I beat myself, which I can kind of get, I can kind of understand, because, he's used to a quick knockout. He probably thought he was going to knock him out quick and maybe rushed his work and rushed into that. Caught him with a good punch, not a lucky punch. Caught him with a good punch, and then tried to go in for the finish. But what he didn't realise, what would be coming back from Ruiz, which was very emphatic and very aggressive and because you're working with a boxer who's smaller and more compact, he came inside and he caught him, and he caught Ruiz before Ruiz caught him and put him down. And I think that just changed the whole shape of the fight. I think Joshua thought he was just going to go in and he was just going to do the business. And when he got that opening and he knocked him down, he thought, this is it, off we go. Maybe that's where experience comes in. Maybe that was the excitement of being in America and wanting to make a statement. Have we seen so many fighters in the past wanting to make these statements, and the opening come and he went for it. And maybe a more seasoned boxer, a more schooled boxer, a more mature boxer might have put him down, and then maybe just sit off him a little bit and just work it out, But he went straight back in, straight to knock him out again, which may be what he should have done, and all good in hindsight, is step back and work him off the jab and then look for that opening again and bang, and just took his time. Hopefully, and maybe he thinks he's learned from that, because he knows he can get to him. Take my glasses off now. He knows he can get to him. He knows that, if he connects with him, he can put him on his arse. Ruiz never been put on his arse before. So that's really interesting. So I just think that, he will just need to be a bit more, take his time. It's a 12-round fight, and I think he didn't have that last time. Maybe it was overconfidence, the rumours about him, being knocked out in sparring, which I heard recently by Joe Rogan said he was well informed that happened, and I kind of think that probably did happen, and it's not a story that's not going to get out. It may come out in a biography in 20 years time when he does his biography when he's retired, but so this fight has everything that you want in a rematch. It has, as I said, the champion that come from was the underdog in the first fight, and no one believed he could do it. They're so different. Aesthetically, they're different. Attitudes, they're different. Positions in their career, they're different. One's a multi-millionaire. Now Ruiz is a multi-millionaire, but not to that sort of extent, if you get what I mean. Endorsements, and someone doesn't have endorsements. So, it's going to be interesting to play out, because before the last fight, we all thought Joshua was going to steamroll it. Now, there's people in the camp that say that, Joshua had a bad night. He was unlucky. But then you have people in the camp that are saying, well, no, Ruiz has just got his number. He's one of them fighters that has just got Joshua's number, and Joshua can't deal with that style, and Ruiz knows how to beat him because he's used to fighting bigger men. He's done that all his career. Joshua hasn't done with the smaller men, and we've seen in the past he struggles with smaller guys. So it's got everything. It reminds me of, say, Duran and Leonard, where, you know, Leonard, the first fight, Leonard, Duran came out and he was hungry. He was hungry for the title. He wanted to put Leonard. Leonard was the golden boy on top of the world, and maybe took his eye off the ball in the rematch. Leonard and Duran now had the money, now was getting up in the silk pajamas, but didn't have that same fire, didn't have that same intensity, that same wanting to be world champion and to dominate and to prove, and there was nothing to prove there. So it's got the ingredients for a really great rematch and possibly a fight of the year. Okay, there are issues with pay-per-view, 25 quid. People are going to pay it, you know, let's be honest. And I think they're very clever, because I never think they ever won it in America. That was never going to happen, because to get the maximum pay-per-view at 25 quid, which is what they want big money for it, and Ruiz, you know, if he was saying, no, I want X amount of money on the champion, well, fair play to him. You deserve it, mate. You probably deserve it. But it's on, I think it's kick-off time is like 9 o'clock on a Saturday. That's perfect. That is a perfect time for a boxing fight. Saturday night, 9 o'clock. So they're going to pull in some pay-per-view buys. So it's all good. So it's going to be interesting. As I said, it's the first day of December, the first day of the week for fight week. I'm going to try and, I always say this, but I never end up doing it, but I've got I'm not so busy this week, so I'm going to try and get some fight videos done this week, and we'll look every day at the build-up, what we see, the press, the weigh-ins, etc, etc, and we'll discuss and talk about what we're going to do. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it to all the Saved by the Bellends. I just thought of that. Live, well, not live, but here from the van, the man in the van, that'd be me. If I had my partner, it'd be men in Ven. If you get the reference, put it in the comments section below. Anyway, thanks for watching, and remember, be careful out there, because if you're not a good boy, you're not gonna get any presents.
When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gets out of warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time. By the time I grab my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by. It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the bell. If the teacher pops a test, I know I'm in a mess, and my dog ate all my homework last night. Riding low